Hello students, today we are doing a video on influence line diagram for a simply supported beam carrying an UDL larger than its span or longer than its span. So, in the diagram given, here you are having a beam that is simply supported at A and B, which is at a distance L, or the span of the beam is L, that carries a UDL that is larger than its span of intensity W kilonewton per meter. Okay. For this we have to develop the influence line diagrams for absolute maximum shear force and reactions. Then I have to calculate for shear forces. Then I have to calculate for maximum bending moment and absolute maximum bending moment. So, let us start with the video. So, first of all, we will be calculating maximum shear force. In this, the maximum shear force is nothing but the reaction at Ra. Okay. Absolute maximum shear force for an simply supported beam carrying UDL throughout its length is nothing but the reaction that is found at Ra. Now, how do we calculate the influence line diagram, or how do we draw the influence line diagram for reaction Ra? On the lines that we have done on the lecture 8, from that we know that influence line diagram for reaction Ra is a triangle in shape whose intensity varies from 0 to 1 from B to A, that is the ordinate at A is 1 and the ordinate at B is 0. So, this is the influence line diagram for reaction Ra. Now, for this we have to calculate what is the value of reaction Ra. Now, as we know, reaction Ra can be calculated from the given equation as load multiplied by the area under the UDL. So, since the UDL is covering the total beam, so area under the UDL will be this whole triangle. Okay. So, this whole triangle, that is why Ra will be equal to load into area of the UDL, area of the influence line diagram under the UDL. So, how do we get? That is, load is W and area of the triangle is given as half base into height, where the base is the complete length of the beam L. That is why we will be getting the reaction Ra is equals to W into L divided by 2. Now, let us calculate next for reaction Rb. Now, for reaction Rb, we have negative in shape, that is the negative shear force Rb is given as shown below. That is, the maximum ordinate at B is 1 and the maximum ordinate at A is equals to 0. And since the variation is linear, we have the variation of the triangle as a linear point. Now, the value of Rb reaction can be calculated as follows: load multiplied by the area under UDL, that is completely, because the load is covering complete beam. So, it is given by half base into height multiplied by the load. Again, we will be getting it as WL by 2. Rb is maximum, WL by 2. Next, we are going to calculate maximum shear force and maximum bending moment at a given section. Let us see first maximum shear force. So, the maximum shear force or the shear force diagram is as shown below. Okay. This is the maximum shear force diagram, or you can say normal shear force influence. This is the influence line diagram for shear force. Okay. Now, the variation moves from 0 to Rb. This is the value of Rb. This value of Rb we have got it from our lecture number 8, that is when a point load was been acting. Then here you will get L minus X divided by L and the variation goes to 0. So, this is how the variation for shear force at C is calculated. Now, shear force at C, that is if I want positive, the time, that is this positive value. that is load multiplied by the area under this UDL, area under this UDL. So what it is, half base into height. What is the base? L minus x, and the height is L minus x divided by L. So after doing the calculation, we will get W by 2L into L minus x square. Similarly, if I want to calculate the negative shear force, I have to use this triangle, that is AC, as the base. That time I will get load multiplied by the area, that is nothing but half base into height multiplied by load. Load is W, base is x, and the height is x divided by L. From that we will be getting the maximum negative shear force as W x square divided by 2L. Now to calculate maximum bending moment at C. Maximum bending moment, the influence line diagram for bending moment is given as below. That is a triangular variation. At C you have the maximum point load being acting, and the ordinate at that point is A into B divided by L, where A is the distance of the point load from support A, and B is nothing but the remaining distance, that is L minus A. You can say B is equals to L minus A, or you can nomenclate this L minus A as B. Okay. Next, now how do we calculate the maximum bending moment? Now we have to calculate the maximum bending moment at point C. How do we do that? It is given by load into area under influence line diagram of the UDL, that is this complete UDL. So I will consider, I'll divide this one big huge triangle into two parts, that is first and second, and I will calculate the area of this first triangle and the second triangle. Now for the first triangle over here, half base into height. Base is A and the height is AB divided by L. For the second triangle, the base is B and the height is A into B divided by L. After doing the calculations, we will be getting it as W A into B divided by 2. Okay, we will be getting over here. As you all know, B is nothing but L minus A. Now this is maximum bending moment at point C. Next I have to calculate absolute maximum bending movement. Where does this absolute maximum bending moment occur? Where this bending moment, I have to equate this bending moment at C is equals to 0, and I have to check where this A will be maximum, or you can say where this is, that section is maximum. For that I will differentiate this value, this bending moment value with respect to A. Why I am doing it with respect to A is because I will substitute B as L minus A. So the variable is A. How the variable is A? If this is a support A, this is a support B, I will see, or I will calculate when this point load at which section, if it comes and stays or it comes and stops, that time I will get a maximum bending moment. I am just checking the different values of A's. If it is 0.5 meter, 3 meter, or it is L by 2, L by 4, L by 6, at what distance after traveling from A the bending moment will be maximum. Okay, let's start it. That is, I have substituted for B and I have to equate this to equal to 0. Now let's differentiate this. If I differentiate this with the first term, differentiation of A will be 1, so I will get W into L divided by 2. Next term will be what? W into A square divided by 2. So the differentiation of A square is what? 2A and W by 2 as it is. So this 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So I will get A is equals to what? L divided by 2. Meaning is what? When A is equals to L by 2, maximum absolute bending moment occurs. That is, when the load is exactly at the center, I will be getting maximum bending movement. So next, let us substitute A is equals to L by 2 and B is equals to L by 2. Okay, that is how we get B is equals to L by 2 is nothing but we know B is what, L minus A. So A is what, again L divided by 2, from that you will get L by 2. So we know the influence line diagram is this for bending moment. Here the values are at L by 2 is at A is equals to L by 2 and B is equals to L by 2. You are getting the maximum ordinate of bending moment. This maximum ordinate is always AB divided by L. Now absolute maximum bending moment is given by what? Load multiplied by the area under the UDL. So the UDL is covering complete span AB. Now once it is covering the complete span AB, this, since you are having the base is same, since the base is same, you can say this is an triangle, okay, of length L by 2 plus L by 2, you are going to get L. So I can take the base as L multiplied by the ordinate. So once I do this multiplication, I will get it as what? Absolute maximum bending moment is equals to WL square by 8, that is at the mid span. So this is the value of your absolute maximum bending movement. Okay, this value is for when the UDL is larger than the span, given span. Okay, so whenever the UDL is larger than the span, maximum shear force is equal to, or you can say maximum absolute shear force, that is maximum absolute shear force is nothing but its reaction at A and reaction at B and the absolute maximum shear force is WL square by 8. Or in general also, if you see, if you have a simply supported beam carrying UDL, reaction at A is WL by 2, that is the maximum reaction which we have got WL by 2, and the maximum bending moment is given as WL square by 8, which we have proved in the later part over here. Here absolute maximum moment we have got it as WL square by 8. Okay, thank you. We'll meet in the next class.